Hello, dear friends. I welcome you to this episode on the 3 most effective mental strategies that can help us to overcome a crisis. Whenever we encounter a difficult situation or a crisis, the very first thing that happens is our mind is hijacked by a dark, murky cloud of negative thoughts, anxiety, panic, shock, anger, and we even fall physically sick at times. We lose the ability to think logically and practically. In moments of crisis, the most important thing we need to take care of is not to lose control of our mind. If we can manage not to lose our head, we can save ourselves from drowning in further serious complexities. So now I'll straight away move on to discuss the 3 most effective mental strategies that can help us to overcome a crisis. Here we go. Number 1. Take necessary action instead of lamenting your misfortune. When a crisis hits you, you do need some time to withstand the initial blow. But then get back to your feet and do something about it. You have to take action. Your mind and emotions will tell you, oh, this is the end of the world. But it is a big lie. Nothing is over as long as you are alive. The worst possible situation is death. All power is gone. But till the moment you are alive, you are living, you are breathing, you do have the choices and the power to turn things right, or at least turn your life back to normal again. Suppose Mr. X suddenly loses almost all his wealth in business. Now he has 2 options before him. 1. He can start a long series of lamenting, complaining, blaming his fate, and going into depression. Or 2. Pull himself up and again start making plans and taking action about stabilizing himself financially and then recreating the lost wealth gradually over time. The first option will never ever lead him to any positive outcome. But the second option will create a world of opportunities for him. Another great benefit you get when you involve yourself more in taking action to solve the crisis instead of lamenting is it distracts your mind from the pain of heavy loss. Your mind begins to think more practically and constructively. So don't get discouraged. Oh, such a massive disaster has occurred. It might take much time to put things in order. Don't count the days, months, and years ahead. Do what you can do today. As the popular saying goes, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Tuning your mind to the frequency of lamenting will bring you nothing, but taking action will perhaps be the only medicine that can draw you out of the difficult situation. Don't wait for the divine hand to fix your crisis. You take action yourself first, because God helps those who help themselves. Number 2. Nothing is permanent. Life never remains the same throughout. The way good times are short-lived, hard times are also temporary. After you have been able to somewhat take charge of the crisis and you finally find some time to sit and think, a deep feeling of pain, grief, or loss may overpower your heart. You will say, I have taken charge of the situation. I am taking the necessary action to bring back the balance. I am thinking logically and practically. But what to do with the pain? What to do with this deep sense of grief? Perhaps you have to go through the pain life offers because there is no way to run away from the grief. But remember this, nothing is permanent. Keep reminding yourself over and over again, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. Make it a mantra in the initial days of the difficult period because it will give you some relief, and that deep sense of grief will gradually begin to loosen its stubborn hold on your heart. The intensity of your grief will diminish, even if slowly but surely. Tell me, what has remained eternally permanent in your life so far, since your childhood, whether it is your physical surroundings or your mental environment? Nothing. So, the pain and grief of this moment is not going to last long. It is a fundamental law of life that everything in existence is impermanent. So this too shall pass. Number 3, accept the situation and trust everything will turn out for the highest good of all. It is not the crisis itself that causes us the greatest pain and suffering. It is our reluctance to accept the crisis that causes the actual suffering. The more we put up a great resistance against accepting the situation, the greater the pain becomes. Suppose a loved one dies or someone betrays you. It becomes too difficult for you to come to terms with the suffering. But if you think objectively, is death something only you are observing for the first time on this planet? Death is perhaps the only certain event of our lives, while other events may or may not happen. Do we all live in a utopian golden age where truth and integrity are the compulsory virtues of all human beings? No, we live in an age where cheating and betrayal is a day-to-day affair. The greatest of kings have been betrayed and even murdered. So who are we that no one can betray us? Hard truths are truly hard to digest. But unless we accept the nature of our crisis, we will cause only unnecessary misery to ourselves. With acceptance comes release. Life offers multiple varieties of experiences, black, white or grey. You cannot run away from them. All you can do is boldly and bravely face them instead of resisting. Accept that it is a part of life to encounter a crisis. And finally, trust that everything happens for the highest good of all in the grand scheme of things. Each and every experience life offers has a lesson to teach us and throw light on a particular strength inside us we were not aware of before. So instead of remaining absorbed in your sense of loss and depression, introspect what message this crisis has brought for you. If you have faith in yourself or the divine or the universe, trust that everything is connected and all the events happening in your life, whether good or bad, are working out for your ultimate best. In life, everything has a purpose. Every act or situation has a destiny to fulfill. No matter how dark your time is, know this for certain and have deep faith in your heart, a deep conviction that everything will fall into place. Because life, the universe, has its own ways of shaping the highest good of every being, though some of its methods are extreme.